protecting. I basically have never seen a K-pop fandom react like, oh, like I see where you're coming from.
ARMY does. Okay, next news. Welcome to YouTube's favorite K-pop show, DK News.
Danny,
David,
lots of
Hot as tea.
Yes.
First off, we have Park Bom stirring up the internet with strange posts calling actor Lee Min-ho her husband.
Comedian is cancelled for dismissing virtual idol group PLAVE. Will David also have to apologize?
Last but not least, cyber wrecker YouTubers are exposed. So high-profile cases reveal a national crisis in online bullying and abuse.
And on to the first news. Park Bom stirs up the internet with strange posts calling actor Lee Min-ho her husband.
When I first saw this headline, I couldn't believe it. I thought it was like an internet troll or something.
It gets pretty crazy. Put your seatbelts on. Park Bom confused everyone once again with her post about Lee Min-ho being her husband. On February 12th and February 15th, Park Bom made multiple posts with photos of Lee Min-ho and her selfie next to it with the captions, 내 남편. He really is my husband.
Really?
These photos were uploaded on her alternative account that had the profile description, "This is the new Park Bom.
Oh.
This is my second real account." Though some fans thought this was just an imposter or some sort of hack, it was being followed by Park Bom's main account herself.
Okay.
So it's pretty safe to assume that it's her. This wasn't the first time that Park Bom actually posted about Lee Min-ho being her husband.
Really?
In 2024, she posted in similar fashion. At that time, it was on her main account with over 2 million followers.
Oh wow, with the blue check.
Her label put out an explanation saying that Park Bom was simply expressing her love for the actor as a fan, as she had been recently watching his drama.
Yeah, that's what I would think too.
If you think about it like, oh, this is my girlfriend,
husband, yeah.
my wife.
As I said, Karina's my wife.
It's so
and my girlfriend.
It's like a way of speaking,
Yeah,
I
and
guess.
Winter too.
But you just don't post it regularly, right?
Oh, I do.
On February 20th, Park Bom updated us with another post to her account. "I am actually alone. Lee Min-ho asked me to post these messages. I now confirm that I am single."
Oh, so Lee Min-ho asked her to confirm that she's single. She's not dating Lee Min-ho, or he's not his wife, right?
She's saying Lee Min-ho asked her to post photos of him being her husband.
What? And then why does she say like she confirms that she's solo now?
It's very confusing. On the same day, Lee Min-ho's management put out a statement stating that Lee Min-ho and Park Bom have no personal acquaintances. They don't know each other personally, and the rumors are baseless.
They don't even know each other.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a very harsh and strict way to draw the line.
Now, it doesn't end here, actually. Next day, Park Bom posted another update. "Hello, someone keeps deleting my posts.
Oh.
I am single. Me and Lee Min-ho are not in any relationship. This is not by my will. Lee Min-ho made me write it.
What?
I will do my best in my activities. Thank you." I don't even know what that means. Like what any of this means.
The intro and the conclusion and the middle part of that three-sentence structure doesn't make sense.
She just picked some random words out of a hat. Fans were also very confused.
Yeah.
And some even worried about her mental health state. Actually, recently she had been leaving the stage frequently during the recent 21 reunions and had been suffering from mental health issues since the past, right? Some commenters even stated that she should be taken off the 21 tour for her own good, like for her own health reasons. Meanwhile, on February 21st, Park Bom, after posting that very confusing post, left for Macau with other 21 members for their encore reunion concerts, and they're gonna have more concerts in Seoul as well. I'm just wondering what the conversation will be like.
Well, there are two members that might be talking.
Oh, right. Oh, right. Oh, that's an awkward plane ride there.
Yeah. But I feel bad for her. Clearly, she's not in a good state. She should get some, good care. I really don't get what she's trying to say with the Imino thing. Maybe she's just trolling. That would be one hypothesis. One would be she's just really in love. A lot of fangirls post like, oh, Jungkook's my husband. Like, V's my husband. As I say, Karina's my wife. I just wish the best for her, and I just wish the world concert can wrap up in a wholesome manner.
Speaking of wholesome, comedian is canceled for dismissing virtual idol group PLAVE.
Why is that wholesome?
Because it ends on a wholesome note. She repented. Maybe you should too. Remember? 2 weeks ago?
Stop putting me on the spot.
Don't mess with virtual K-pop idols because they will come for your job.
Did you deliberately pick this for me? It feels
I kind of did.
feel-
Veteran comedian Kim Shin-young faced heavy backlash after she made some dismissive comments about the virtual K-pop group PLAVE on her radio show on February 16th.
And if you don't know who PLAVE is, go back to our first DK news for this season and you'll...
David makes similar comments. So
No,
maybe
stop
she-
saying that!
I just can't wrap my head around the concept of virtual idols. Oh,
Stop!
sounds similar.
Go on, just
Honestly, I don't think they could even be on our show. I totally have a reality check moment the entire time if they did. Where am I supposed to look when they're not physically here? I know I should be more open to this kind of stuff, but I'm really struggling with it.
Now, this caused a huge uproar with listener feedback forums and her show's Instagram posts being bombarded with criticism from the fans.
They can't come on your show? Who are you? Who are you to say that they can come on or not? Has your co-host, who's a rapper, ever charted even in the top 100?
What? Wait. I get they're mad, but why are they going for the co-host? Well, he's just there.
Just do your job and talk about other people. You should think before you say things if you're a public figure. Good to see your true character on display. We're questioning our human character now. Some even requested the host to be taken off air.
You said this after a listener requested a PLAVE song. How can you be so demeaning? Haven't you thought that this is belittling your own listeners? I shuddered, realizing how thoughtless you are.
I never want to... Are you trying to be sarcastic?
No.
I think you're a little sarcastic here.
No.
I think you have a little attitude. I never want to see your face on shows again. Not just this show, on all shows. The next day, Kim Shin-young apologized.
This situation really made me reflect on the weight of my words and my responsibility as a radio show host. Moving forward, I'll be more mindful of what I'll say. I'll also support PLAVE just like everyone else who appreciates their hard work.
Despite her apology, some fans have continued to demand that she step down from her host spot. To be fair, that's a pretty small minority, I feel. Like, I think most of her fans are just okay now that she's apologized.
Yeah. When there's new tech, people don't know how to wrap their heads around it. Obviously, as she's not familiar to the concept, she's not even saying like, oh, they suck. Yeah, she's just not used to it.
But she did smirk a little bit. I saw
Wow.
that attitude.
Canceling her and making her drop off her show because of those comments
I
is
think
a
that's a
little bit too much.
A lot of people that are not fans saw the reaction from the PLAVE fans.
Yeah.
They were a little taken aback. A lot of people feel like it's normal to feel that way. PLAVE fans going like all like crazy on criticism, they feel like is a little overboard. I don't know. I have no comment.
Wow. It's just, why do I feel like personalities have flipped ever since your trip to India?
Yeah, I'm a changed man.
You're the one that's setting the traps, like spreading the minds. And
You were setting traps for me? Is that what you're trying to
No,
say?
no.
But last comment, I think
you said no comment.
part of PLAVE's narrative and marketing strategy, I feel, is the fact that it's kind of us against them. Obviously, there's a lot of people that maybe even look down on these virtual idols. PLAVE fans have gone through a lot of that kind of treatment. So they're very overprotective, and it's become like an us versus them. I don't know if they're doing this intentionally, I doubt that, but what makes their fandom so strong is the fact that it's a underdog story, us versus them.
As much as I respect PLAVE as well, like you know how like all the big K-pop stars out there have a little bit of negativity attached when the fandom acts too aggressively, right?
You're saying they should be docile?
Stop! If I were a PLAVE fan, my response to that would be,
oh, I can totally see why you see like that, but then, you know, they're actually great, wonderful people. Could you try to stream this song next time and like, you know, maybe even have them on your show, like in a more smooth and positive way. But I do understand why they would be overprotective.
Yeah, I basically have never seen a K-pop fandom react like, oh, like I see where you're coming from.
ARMY does. Okay, next news. Speaking of cancel culture, cyber wrecker YouTubers are now exposed because of these high-profile cases revealing a national crisis in online cyber bullying. In recent years, a worrying trend has emerged online in Korea specifically. Some YouTubers known as cyber wreckers. In Korean, it's in specific cyber rekka. We have these like tow trucks that come immediately right after there's a car accident.
It's actually kind of crazy how fast they come.
Yeah, they're fast and furious, like amongst themselves. They have like these, illegal radios that bug the police frequency and stuff, and they're listening to it, and once an accident happens, they're like racing amongst themselves like crazy, breaking all the laws to get to the scene because it's first come, first serve.
Right.
That's the nature of these rekkas, and they have a very bad image. You can now see what cyber rekkas are, right? These cyber wreckers hide their identities and spread harmful false news and slander about celebrities and public figures, and that has been going on for like forever in Korea right now. So one major case is that of actor Kim Se-ron, and after her DUI incident, she faced endless online abuse and harsh media coverage from these cyber wreckers, and they were scrutinizing her until her death. Another important case, particularly in K-pop, involves the 탈덕 수용소, known as Sojang. This channel operated anonymously and spread fake news and insults against popular idols and celebrities, including Jang Won-young and members of BTS. Regarding Jang Won-young, there were unfounded claims that she blocked a fellow trainee's debut out of jealousy, along with baseless accusations that she behaved like a bitch or a drama queen. In addition, some videos falsely claimed that other celebrities were involved in prostitution or had excessive plastic surgery, all in effort to ruin their reputations. Many victims were hurt, but few took action because it was actually difficult to obtain the operator's personal information from YouTube. However, legal action by Jang Won-young's company finally forced the channel operator to reveal their identity. The Korean court sentenced the operator to jail and imposed fines. In a symbolic act, Jang Won-young even wore an outfit identical to that of the operator of the trial day. In a related case, BTS members V and Jungkook also won a ruling that awarded them 76 million Korean won in compensation for the defamatory content from the same channel. And more recently, attention has turned to another cyber wrecker known as Bokka. Bokka creates videos targeting many celebrities and has built a large following over the years. And during his career, he was pointed as one of the biggest reasons that drove streamer Jenmi to death. And after the incident, he laid low for a while, but eventually returned after a short hiatus. But this week, BJ Fruity's Haeyeon finally took action against Bokka. Why are you laughing? Why? This was stories about her after the news of her being spotted in LA with HYBE's chairman Bang Si-hyuk, and Bokka alleged that she was involved in sex services and more. So after a US court ordered the release of the evidence, the law firm representing BJ Fruity's Haeyeon, which was also revealed to be the same one that Jang Won-young used.
Oh, that's a good law firm.
Yes, obtained personal information from Google. It turned out that Bokka is a man in his late 30s named Park something something. So no further details have been shared to the public yet, but more may be revealed when Park actually physically appears in court, just like Sojang. Overall, these cases point to a larger problem in Korea and the digital world. The unchecked spread of false and harmful content puts both famous people and everyday citizens at risk. And today's internet is filled with harsh criticism, cancel culture, fake news, hate, defamation, often disguised as journalism or entertainment.
Sounds like...
No, we're not going there. Do you think the problem of online abuse will even get better in Korea? And what simple steps or changes do you believe could help stop the spread of fake news and online hate?
I don't think this problem will ever get better unless we go into some sort of like authoritarian regime.
Actually, that was my answer, because I just came back from Singapore yesterday. If something becomes a social problem, the government says like, you're going to put you into jail if you start like online bullying or whatever, and we can pinpoint you, people will stop.
If you're trying to crack down on cyberbullying, inevitably it will lead to a restriction of freedom of speech online. You're gonna have to give up some part of your rights in order to achieve maybe a greater social good. I'm a believer in free speech. It seems very political and controversial to say these things now in the age of Elon Musk.
I think, you know, the law just has to become stronger and there needs to be more laws made about. We should go full on Singapore.
Okay,
And,
okay,
you know,
let's
just
get a.
lock these f***ing cyber haters and bullies all up and show society do not f***ing spread hate. If you do that, you're gonna be locked up for life. And about DK News, the most upvoted comment usually related to these debates, you want to profit out of this, at least reveal your faces. Don't wear fucking ski masks and pretend you're like this clairvoyant, you know, know-all being, slandering other people's careers and ruining their lives.
Just freaking own it.
To be honest, rarely are we the first reporters of any kind of news.
Exactly, that's one point.
We are here as a curator.
Yeah, we're recyclers.
Let's call it an aggregator.
We don't try to create any kind of unnecessary drama. We always base our news not on sensationalism or whatever. We base it on whatever is worthy of talking about, whatever can create an arena of debate. And I feel like K-pop fans internationally have the right to be in the arena nowadays too, because they have, you know,
I feel like they have a bigger arena.
if international fans didn't like comment or intervene in like the Kim Se-ron case or other like idol cases, Korea would still be its own pool and saying like, you know, just going on with another day without any kind of exterior stimulus, and it would just rot from the inside. But I feel like the pros of having an international audience and attention upon our country's affairs, even though a lot of Koreans are very just defensive about it,
Right.
like we feel shame. It might not be a right way to process it, but Korea feels shame and then we try to fix it out of whatever motivation it is.
So are you trying to say that without Western civilization, Korea is...
No, why are you trying to get me canceled by
Thank you for civilizing us.
Korean people are also agreeing nowadays that it's gone overboard. Yeah.
But what's sad is that only when someone dies, Korean internet's popular opinion be, we should stop doing this kind of bullying behavior. Because like, you know, if you look at like T.O.P. for example, he's still getting shit for that one joint that he smoked 7 years ago.
Just to not get canceled by the Koreans too, like, okay, it's not that.
You gotta pick a side.
No. Obviously, the Koreans have their reasons too, and I feel like it's overboard with T.O.P. as well. I agree with that, but like contextually, it was just not that one joint. It was his response. It was his actions in the military. It was his response with Big Bang, and all those kind of things merged together and created more drama and controversy, and it all transcended.
Joint was just a catalyst.
Korean society or international society, no society is perfect, but each of them can have like, you know, positive effects on each other.
Right.
So like all I'm saying is the international society voicing themselves into Korean affairs also does have its pros. So yeah, that's what we try to provide to you guys, and that's why DK News is valuable.
Last question before we end. Does your mom think that you're a cyber wrecker?
She doesn't know I have this kind of content.
We've been doing this for like 6 years.
She's never watched my channel and she's never approved my existence.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's...
She thinks I'm a failure. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's sad.
Yeah. I should just maybe get a corporate job. But then, like, we go into the questions, what about the traditional media? What about CNN? What about KBS, NBC, JTBC, and all those anchors? What about those TV shows that go deep down into, like, Suga's scooter fall and all that? Are they cyber wreckers too? So, as I told you, like, you know, we're different.
Hide behind a corporation, you're safe.
No, that's not what I'm trying to say.